Daryl, as you enjoy that performance out there today, you had a hand in most of the things that we were doing in a forward sense. A goal yourself, they helped create one for Mark McNulty as well.
Yeah, look, I suppose it was a good one to win. You know, obviously the whole idea is just get into the next round. That's the priority, and look, thankfully I thought, you know, we deserved it and we played well.
It's always nice when you do it though with a bit of style and score a few goals. You'd be well pleased with the goal you scored yourself.
Yeah, it's always nice to get in the score sheet. Good to get it, you know, and obviously good for Mark to get off the mark for himself. You know, he'd be delighted with that. It was a very, very good finish. You know, he had a lot to do and took it well. Probably a bit disappointed to give away the goal at the end, but it was nice to have the clean sheet as well. But look, priority was get through, get your name in the hat, and go from there.
You seem to be playing more in that sort of wide position today. Is that the position that you prefer to play and out wide?
I was kind of given a bit of a licence today. You know, kind of go wherever you might find you'll get the ball. So enjoyable today. Yeah, it was good. It was tough for spells because, you know, they were so compact at times. But when we moved it quickly, we kind of opened them up and we looked dangerous. You know, it
was always the case that Raith Rovers were going to come through. It's a cup tie. You know, you got to have a goal because if you're 2-0 down, for example, as they were at half time, you've got to open up. You're as well going out 3 or 4-0 as going out 2-0. They did that in the second half, but it did create gaps for us, and we probably could have scored a few more. Yeah,
possibly. You know, it's one of them for that bit more clinical. Maybe the game's dead and buried. You know, you're still a little bit of a sweat when it goes to 3-1 with 15 minutes to go. You're thinking the worst. You know, but look, thankfully, as I said, we held out. We probably could have had a couple more, but all in all, 3-1, you're through to the next round. Can't complain too much.
Raith Rovers were one of the teams that we beat on the way to winning the competition 3 years ago. You've probably seen what happened at that point in time, 2016. You'd like to be part of something like that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it'd be incredible. You know, it'd be brilliant. Give the whole place a lift as well. To keep kicking on in the cup as it is. You know, so if we can. We don't know who we're going to get in the next round, but you know, doesn't matter who, we're going to give it a good go and fancy ourselves to get through to the semi-finals, and you know, hopefully day out at Hampden and go from there.
It's been a frustrating few weeks. I mean, some of the football we've played has been quite good, but we had games against Celtic and Aberdeen that, you know, tough opponents when maybe the team's not just firing at 100%. But games like today, it probably came at the right time for us. We've scored a few goals. The guys, the heads will be up. We're looking forward to seeing the new head coach come in shortly.
Yeah, look, obviously very disappointed to lose the last two games. You know, probably especially the Aberdeen game, because I thought played quite well for long stretches in that game myself, you know. But as you say, look, it was probably a good time, you know, to just get another win on the board, get through the cup, take the mind off the league, and then, you know, build that bit of confidence back up for the next few big games we have now coming up.
Hamilton are next up here at Easter Road, and you know, they're a kind of stuffy side. Sometimes they can be difficult to play against. Other times we found here at Easter Road we scored 6 against them. But from our point of view, we want to push on the back of this result and make a real go for getting into that top 6.
Yeah, well, I suppose, look, both teams will have new managers by then. They've had Rice has come in, you know, and they got a very, very good result last week. You know, so they'll be flying as well. He'll have a bit more time with them now to kind of get his ideas across and things like that. And you know, we'll have the new fella in the door as well, and he'll have the week to, I suppose, tell us what he wants and how he wants us to do it. So it'll be an interesting game. Obviously, as you say, Hamilton we've had 2 very, very different games against them. You know, obviously the 6-0 probably a bit of a freak result. We played very, very well, and they probably had an off day, but it was extremely tight down there. You know, it was a late-ish goal, and it was an important one for us at the time. But we'll need another win now on Saturday, and that'll be the aim. And
from your own point of view, you hope to be involved in that. You came off today, just a wee knock, nothing too serious.
Yeah, just a bit of tightness. Just keep an eye on it as well. So hopefully should be fine, and hopefully be involved.